Day 2 asking for the left-footed French right-back in the academy to be changed to a left-back. Well, Lucas, today is your lucky day because that is what we're going to start today's just off by doing. This guy looks like an absolute gem, man. 88-94 potential. And whilst he has that 4-star weak foot, I think you're right. Naturally, as a left-footer, he should be on that left-hand side. He looks like the next big thing out of France. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. It is episode number 8 of Career Mode. And speaking of lucky days, well, we need a lucky break right now. Sunderland are in freefall. No wins in our last 7 in the Premier League, struggling to score, but starting with this, well, we'll need some serious good fortune if we're to make it through. Biggest game of the season and the save, I would say, heading into this at the Stadium of Light. FA Cup quarter-final against Chelsea as we take on one of the favourites as big underdogs with a chance at reaching Wembley for the first time in the save. Out of form, but not out of belief. Come on, Sunderland. We need something special to take out Chelsea here, no doubt about it. Yes, great runs to quarter-final, but it needs to be remembered all of our previous opponents in this competition have been EFL sides. So we're expected to be here based on the difficulty of the opponents. This is the real test. And it's, Pedro Neto almost fired in the opener. Already, I'm feeling the pressure. 16 minutes in, great save by Patterson. Still goalless for now. Neto tries to dink it inside. Reinildo is there, and his pass back to Patterson is fine, as we shall pass our way forward. Look, Chirel starting right back in this game here. I feel like I need a better defender on that right-hand side. Trey is good, but oftentimes defensively not quite as good as offensively. So, yeah, big decision there to go with Gertrudia at right back. And Siddiqui will find Fatalo. Keep going, because I see you. And I see Lucharel as well, who can get forward too. Come on! And Wilson, who scored in every prior round, has scored again. Or did he score last round? I can't remember. But he scored this one, and the Black Cats are in front. You might notice a lot of top-flight teams have what you call a cup goalkeeper, and that's why Patterson is once again in between the sticks for Roofs. Wouldn't be fair to drop him, seeing as he's helped us get here. But I'm also operating with a cup striker. Broly's my top scorer this year, but Wilson's got the goals in the cup. He's got another one, and Lucharelli's through! And Looney makes a very unorthodox save, but makes it nonetheless. And the ex-Real Madrid keeper keeps it at 1-0, but right now, Chelsea are looking shell-shocked here. Enzo's got space to let fly! Oh! Well, this has been a fantastic first half display from Sunderland, and the question marks are, why can't we do this in the Premier League? Because we're full value for this 1-goal lead here, and I think personally, instead of sitting on this, we should push for a second. We keep on attacking, we keep on putting Chelsea on the ropes. I think we'll get a second goal. Palmer to Yildiz. Lookman takes over, looking for a bit of space. Adamola Lookman clips it through, off the post, and Lookman turns in a rebound. 14 minutes away from Wembley. Adamola says, not so fast. 1-1. Well, how about this? Sunderland have just won a free kick right on the edge of the area. And I mean right on the edge of the area. Xhaka is standing over it, and I have not scored a free kick goal in FC 26 yet. If there was ever a time to do it, it's now. And I'm going to lever it as well. I'm not going to go for what I normally do and try and lift over the wall. I'm going to lever it towards that near post. It is Xhaka who drills it into the top corner to send the Stadium of Light into elation. Granit Xhaka, the captain, who all season long has held down the fort as the anchor man, has just delivered a thunderous strike that John Arnorisa would have been proud of. Absolutely cannons it into the top corner, and the captain puts us 9 minutes away from a place at Wembley. Bullet! One last chance for Chelsea as James slides it through to Palmer. He's not the man we want to be defending here. Yildiz off the bench takes over. Caicedo. Wonderful reverse pass. 1-2 of Lookman. There's Gertrudia. That's why he was in the team. And get ready to celebrate, because as we're into the final seconds, Enzo Lafitte heads it out of play. I've got my arm up on the sidelines, and that is that. Sunderland survive, complete the giant killing, and are in to the FA Cup semi-final for the first time in 22 years. Book your ticket, book your Airbnb, we are heading to Wembley. Giant killing is a... oh, the boys look absolutely exhausted. I'm not surprised. That was intense, man. Giant killing is a strong phrase to use there. But considering the run we've been on in the league, and that's the first victory again against a traditional top 6 team this season, it does feel like that. And in the semi-finals, the FA Cup Final 4, we will take on at Wembley Leeds United, who are in the relegation zone. Now, I'm not saying we're favourites, but out of the 3 teams we could have faced, that would have been the least difficult of the 3. Bring them on. And that'll be coming today as well. Before we get there, Spurs... And, oh, wait, before we get there, 3 more youth scouting updates. Yeah, these are the last 3 scouting updates of the season. So, whoever we get here, that's it. That's it for the campaign. Rayan could be very good indeed, but I said before, for me, I want the, I was going to say I want the creme de la creme. There's a very good young player there. So for me, even though certain players do look really, really good, I never like to have too many from the same nation as well. So yeah, I'm being super selective, and there's a reason for that. We want to vary out where we get our youth players from and always look for the absolute best. Yeah, we've got 3 French players in the academy right now. So I feel like I should start like setting a rule where I can only limit myself to a certain amount of players from one nation. With France, we've got 3, and with England, we've got 2. So that being the case, I'll just put 1 more in the academy. And obviously, we're going to scout England every year because of the realism with us being an English team. But from season 1, we'll just do 1 more. And I'm going to choose Riley Burt. He's. I did see someone in the comments actually saying, why haven't you given Riley Burt a scholarship yet? Well, now I will give him one. He does look, to be fair, really good. So I'll give him a scholarship and let the other 2 go. And from Paraguay, I'm gutted, man. Absolutely gutted. Just didn't find someone who I knew was going to be like the next Felipe Marcano. I guess it just goes to show you, man, we've had one absolute cult hero, and the biggest of all from this nation. We'll never find anyone quite as good as Gen. But to be fair, there's a few that do look quite good. I'm just going to go with one, and I think I'll go with the one that has the best potential range I can see so far. That is Carlos Rivera. He's got 4 to 6 play styles as well. So I'll give Carlos a scholarship, and that'll be the only one that makes it from Paraguay. Shows great potential as well, so that's quite nice to see. So that's it for our academy this season and our youth scouting work. 2 players may get in pro deals and getting loaned out, and our youth team currently looks like this. I think next year we definitely need a goalkeeper. And that's why in the comment section down below, guys, I need your help. Today, please leave me a comment and tell me where we should send our youth scouts next season. Please use the hashtag #DocsYouthScouting so that way I can find your comment quicker. Let me know what country you want me to scout next season with our Sunderland youth scouts. So yeah, in the comment section down below, just give me 1 country. I'll pick 3 for next season. What country should we scout next year? Let me know using the hashtag #DocsYouthScouting. Right, following game, let's jump into it. Is indeed Tottenham Hotspur again. Only 1 win, I think, now is going to give us Premier League football. We've got 35 points. 38 will definitely be enough. So with a few games to go, destiny's in our own hands. Get a win, we'll be safe. Let's try and do it today and get back-to-back wins for the first time in a very long time. Tottenham next at the Stadium of Light. 4 after the restart, still goalless here. I'd take the point, obviously, against a good Tottenham Hotspur team, but when are we going to start winning Premier League games and scoring Premier League goals as the wait continues? Xhaka finds Brian Brobby. He's got Diarra with him. And in the middle is 2 red and white shirts who are totally free. One is Brian Brobby, and this should be the Premier League goal, and it's not. Vicario with the save. It also goes to show you, though, that you can't do what you used to be able to do, which is just play a through ball and run through one-on-one. Maybe on occasion it'll work, as Maddison with a golden chance drills it wide. Maybe on occasion it works, but for the most part now, you'll get caught up. So with Brobby there, in previous FCs, I could run all the way and just tap it past the keeper from the 6-yard area. But now, sometimes I've got to take the shot on early. With the weaker foot, for example, it's a lot harder now to create those clear-cut chances. In the last episode, I was asking you guys for advice regarding the sliders, and I appreciate everyone that left me comments and gave me some tips. I don't really know how to adjust the sliders effectively, so for those that did give me some ideas, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. I think what I'm going to do is leave things as they are for the rest of the season, but for the new year, unless things do change between now and the end of the campaign, I'll probably tweak them slightly for a bit more realism in terms of the goals per game. We have got the 2nd most amount of clean sheets in the Premier League this season. For a newly promoted side, that's just not that realistic. Anyway, following game, we'll jump into it on the back back of that goal extraordinaire against Spurs. Nice to stop the rot in the league, but we still search for a win after none in our last 9 in the Premier League. Following contest really difficult as well. Trip to Villa Park, taking on Unai Emery's side right now, chasing a Champions League place. Can we end our winless run here? And on the subject of comments, guys, I would like to say thank you so much for all the feedback on this save. It's been absolutely amazing. The support you guys have been showing in the comments is incredible, man. So yeah, from me to you, thank you for helping making this such a brilliant save. I'm loving playing it, I'm loving producing it, and I'm loving the fact you guys are enjoying it so much as well. So thank you so much for the comments, man. Really, really appreciate you guys. As Diarra will find Siddiqui. Great football. And Robbie! Yes! Ends the goal drought, and Sunderland lead at Villa Park. Still leading by 1 with half an hour to play. Corner headed up in the air, and Adingra loses out. Malen flicks it in Onana's volley. Easily caught by Roofs as we still find ourselves leading by 1. And as things stand, it is going to be that first Premier League win since January. And to be fair, I've had a brilliant game like that. I really feel like I've played quite well in this one. Brilliant move. And Adingra squeezes it home for Sunderland's second, all the way from Roofs at the back, working a forward, and Adingra's sig for the season has surely ended the winless run. Literally just went all the way forward there, and I haven't counter-attacked as much as I normally do in this year's FC, but listen, when the situation befits it, you've got to use the pace you've got. We've got a lot of it, and in the end it was one of our fastest players, Adingra, who got the dagger, but maybe it's been pulled out of the heart of Aston Villa to breathe new life into the hosts. Ezri Konsa top bins 2-1. It's not over yet. Martinez hoofs it long, and it's going to be controlled on the chest bone. Now that was brilliant from the Belgian international. Now Memphis takes over, dinks it out wide to the former Brighton man Mitoma. And a Japanese international looking for space. He'll find Morgan Rogers. Last chance for Aston Villa. Dinked into the middle. Martin heads just wide. And that is going to do it. It is over, and we have held on to the win. Goodness gracious me, did we make hard work of that, man, seriously. Even from leading by 2, I still didn't feel confident with 25 minutes to go. Such has been the poor form of Sunderland, but it ends here in Birmingham. We have won a Premier League game for the first time since January and surely secured survival. And so on the back of that massive pressure relieving win, this is it. FA Cup semi-final as we take on Daniel Farke's side, as last year's teams who were in the Championship now meet at Wembley for a place in the FA Cup final. The last time Sunderland got there, 1992, and what a chance we've got to return here, as I would say we're the favourites after no defeats in our last 3 in all competitions. It is the biggest game of the season and the save so far. We may not get many better chances to reach a cup final than this right now in our very first year. It is Leeds United in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Come on the Black Cats. FA Cup semi-final 2004, Sunderland versus my team, Millwall, at Old Trafford. Tim Cahill scored the winning goal for Millwall as Sunderland failed to make the final. Today we are hoping for not a repeat of that kind of result, but a win that will send us through to the FA Cup final. Sunderland 2-time winners of the competition. And what a start. This could be right from kick-off. Adingra going all the way. Now can he finish? Yes, he can. It's a dream start at Wembley. And Adingra puts Sunderland in front right from kick-off. Our whole season has been about team, possession-based football, and on the biggest stage at Wembley, we've just got a glorious goal to give us the early lead. Adingra stepping in from the left, had Wilson with him, takes it himself, 1-0 Black Cats. Well, Adingra's gone into the book as well, but it wasn't for taking the shirt off. Did anyone see it last night with Hugo Ekitike? Scored that late winner in the Carabao Cup, took his shirt off for that iconic celebration, which I think was first popularised by Messi in the El Clasico, and then got a second yellow card for it. To be fair to the guy, he did come out and say, you know, emotions got the better of me, that's my bad, that. Fair play for owning up to it. But I thought that was very, very interesting indeed. But Stan James Wilson across the centre. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's header grazes the roof of the net, and the former Toffee almost gave Leeds the leveller. We still lead by 1. We've dominated possession, we've looked a better team, but a warning sign there from DCL. So second half underway and still currently leading by 1 as Lucharel slides it through, just beating 4 white shirts there to allow Siddiqui space to run forward. He's got Trey out wide with him. And if we go for Tawu. Wonderful. For Tawu. Brilliant skill. And Wilson's shot brilliantly saved by Paris. There was a moment where I possibly could have shot for Tawu. We went for an extra skill move. Probably should have just levered it, really. Thought the defender was coming across, but I still got a good shot away. But that's an excellent save. As Gatrudia heads over. It's still 1, but there's definitely a second goal. We get it. We're into the FA Cup final. Leeds get it. I think they'll flip the script and win it. The second goal, I think, is going to be the crucial decider. Brendan Aronson finds a thief. He tries to turn Trey. Rolls inside. Noah Okafor. Patterson with the save. As Leeds press for the level of 13 minutes to go. Thankfully straight at the keeper, but he still needs to close those legs on time and keep it at 1-0. It's all Leeds here. Final chance for Leeds. Got to get the ball forward. And Siddiqui wins it back and plays a brilliant free ball. And for Tawu, 1-on-1 for the dagger. Puts it over the bar. And that would have been the moment to celebrate for Sunderland. But whilst we may not get a second goal out there this afternoon, the final whistle should come straight afterwards. And for the first time since 1992, Sunderland are heading to the FA Cup final. Get in! We passed brilliantly, we kept hold of possession, we took our chance in the first, and for the whole season, as a defensively strong team, we kept Leeds at bay for the 90 at Wembley. Book your ticket, Sunderland are coming back to Wembley, we are in to the FA Cup final. Once again, you know, we had chances, we had really good chances to possibly get us a couple more goals. My finishing wasn't there. Thankfully, for the first moment of the game, my finishing was on point, and it means that we'll take on Manchester City in the FA Cup final. Yeah, I don't fancy our chances there. I really don't. I mean, we did brilliantly well to knock out Chelsea. Leeds were a good opponent there in the semis. Patterson made a great save towards the end, but we'll be big underdogs for that, no doubt. So in that case, I was planning on doing the next episode as the finale, but I mean, actually, I guess it will, because again, nowadays, the FA Cup final is played before the final Premier League game or games, which I'm not a fan of at all. So with that being the case, what we'll do is I think what we'll do is play the next 3 Premier League games, and then we'll have the finale featuring the FA Cup final and the final 2 Premier League games as well, which really should be meaningless, because as we enter the following game, which is Wolves away at Molineux, on the back of the win against Aston Villa, we got to 39 points, and whilst 40 points is always seen as the benchmark, with 5 games to go, we are currently 12 clear. Ultimately, we know we are pretty much safe. 1 win will definitely mathematically guarantee it, but yeah, I think we're basically there. So let's play the final 3 Premier League games today in the build-up to the FA Cup final, and we start with this. Wolves away at Molineux, where the point pretty much guarantees survival. Let's go get it here. So the second half is underway, as we're still currently tied at 0-0. Very little going on in the game so far. Wolves need a win. They are basically down. They've got an 8-point deficit on Burnley in 17, so they need to get a win. A draw's not going to do them any good. If Wolves were to go down though, a couple of players I'd love to bring in for next season. Marshall Manetzi, Strand Larson of course up top as well. Gomez on the ball right now. There's some really decent talent in this Wolves team. As that number 9 who I just mentioned almost got the opening goal. Roos with the save, still 0-0. Once again, it's been a really, really slow and tough game out there. We had a couple of good chances at Wembley, plus the goal we scored too, but in this one, really, really difficult. But that's wonderful play to release for Tawu. Rolls it, no, almost rolled it in. Only for Matt Doherty to say, no, I'm not going to let you win this late, as it remains. Oh, at 0-0. And Lucharel so close to the winning goal. That might be a Premier League saving save from Sam Johnston. Another goalless draw for Sunderland. We've had more of those than any other team in the Premier League this year. And whilst it's not the lowest goal scoring return in history, it's not far off it. So for next season, no doubt about it. If we don't tweak the sliders, I've got to spend a whole summer working on my finishing. Even so, to be fair, no defeats in our last 3 Premier League games right now. We've hit the 40-point benchmark and we are safe. That was the most important thing at the start of the campaign. So now it's about how many more points we can add to that tally. We'll play 2 more today, both at the Stadium of Light. Next up, European chasing Manchester United. So the Nottingham Forest game, which we'll end on, is in the week. It's on Wednesday night, and now we've got to 40 points. No shame. I'm going to say to the fans, it's kids for a quid night. It's kids for a quid. Yeah, we're going to play the reserves because we got the... Oh, Ter Stegen tips it onto the post and a dangerous shot is easily caught by the German international. We got the FA Cup final on the weekend and we're safe in the Premier League. I'm not risking anyone getting too tired for that game at Wembley. And also one thing I really... Oh, that's silly and Boomoo denied, but Benjamin Sesko taps in for the easy opening. That's a silly goal to concede that. I do want EA to get the injuries sorted, man. Like, come on, the sliders are actually 65 for frequency. But I haven't had a single injury all season long. Not even a knock. EA, come on now, work on that. We need the realism. Cunha, wonderful delivery. Sesko heads in the second, and that is what the Manchester United fans will be hoping they'll be seeing from the Stretford end this season when he eventually starts to get going. It's a quick-fire double for the former Leipzig forward with 2-0 down 20 minutes in. And thank goodness we've hit the 40-point benchmark, so I'm not sure we'll be winning any more Premier League games between now and the end of the season. That's a wonderful clip ball through that to Brian and Boomoo. It's a great turn as well. And this could be free, and it is. Wow. 3-0 down, 27 minutes in. We've been brilliant defensively this season. Only Liverpool have had more clean sheets. We're not getting one today. Our GD's taking a hammering. Oh, that's a wonderful ball out wide to Mateus Cunha. And Manchester United in the mood out there this afternoon. They're in 8th place right now, and they are desperate for a return to European football. As things stand on this performance, they will be getting it as the ex-Wolves man looks for a bit of space. Drags it back. He's got a man out wide there. And Federico Di Marco steps inside. It's 4-0 down, 44 minutes in. And I'm pretty sure some of these home fans won't be returning for the second half. And Boomoo trying to get away from Lucharel. Can't do so. And clipped through. To be fair, I made a tactical change at the break. I switched Lucharel to left back. And, you know, whilst I prefer him at CB, when I'm struggling down the flanks, I bring this guy out to the fullback position, and normally he does tighten things up for me. So I think that's definitely something I've learned for the FA Cup final. Against that Manchester City attack, Lucharel, as much as I like him at CB, I think should be at left back. It's Granit Xhaka's going to find his man. It's a nice build-up this from Sunderland, to be fair. And Trey Hume is through for a consolation goal. Highest scoring game of the season. Sunderland 1, Manchester United 4. Only a consolation, but nice to get something positive after a really, really nice build-up. Yep, not quite the response we wanted on the back of the win over Leeds in the semi-final. A goalless draw away against the struggling Wolves, and then a 4-1 thrashing at home to Manchester United. I'll say it once again, thank goodness survival has been in the bag for a couple of weeks. Right, we'll end on this. Our final game today is Nottingham Forest home. It's in the week on Wednesday night, and like I said, it's kids for a quid. It's kids for a quid tonight, because we are definitely playing the reserves with the FA Cup final coming on the weekend against Manchester City. We'll close this one out, hopefully going into the final on the back of a big win. Come on, Sunderland. To be fair, it's not a totally rotated lineup out there. We've got the normal midfield trio. We've got Brobbey up top. Great ball. And Mundell, yes, drills it past Angus Gunn for his first of the season. And Robin between the sticks. And that's goal number 25 for this season. We're not going to set or equal the record, but we still need more goals this season. I'd like to get at least a couple more goals between now and the end of the campaign. Gives White to James McAtee, and the former Man City youngster coming forward. Offloads to Douglas Luiz. And out wide is Callum Hudson-Odoi. And the ex-Chelsea winger looking for a bit of space here. Pembele on his heels. Rolled inside. Brilliant finish. Morgan gives White in off the underside of the bar. 1-1. Into the final 12 minutes. Is there going to be a winner here? As we look to add to our points tally, and Nottingham Forest look to keep their chances of a European place alive. To be fair, they've already actually got European football next season because they won the Carabao Cup. I'll leave the graphic on the screen, but they beat Man City at Wembley, so that'll give us some confidence there. If Nottingham Forest can beat them, maybe we can as well. But 8 minutes to go. Is there going to be a late winning goal for either team? Traore finds Masuaku, both going to be leaving in the summer. As the left back gives it back to Bertrand, and now Xhaka to Diarra. I've got Brobbey forward, I'll find him. And Brian with the step over, using that big body of his, pops it out wide to Pembele. Now roll back in. And Traore to Mundell. Great turn. Mundell. Oh, what a goal. What a winner! 2 in the same night, and Romain Mundo has given Sunderland their first win at the Stadium Light in months. You'd have to go all the way back to Boxing Day for Sunderland's last win at home in the Premier League, but now we've ended the months-long wait. An unlikely hero getting the winner as the Black Cats will go into the FA Cup final on the back of a big win. But that'll do it for today's episode of Career Mode, guys. Massive fan of you watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a brilliant day, and we'll return in the next one with the final 2 Premier League games, aiming to finish as high as we can. A look at who won what around the world as the season comes to a close, and we'll have the biggest game of the season, Sunderland's first FA Cup final since 1992, as we'll take on Manchester City at Wembley. Have a brilliant day, much love, and I'll see you for the season finale very soon.